So we are going to demonstrate the point tool under CAD primitives. We're going to select point. Now, this is sort of similar to Lightwave's point tool. It does create points, but there's some different options, different things it does. So let's just for basics say we've selected point. Let's click with our left mouse button. Okay, see how it moves around. Okay, we also have a little menu that pops up: off, add, remove, cut. Let's turn this to off. Okay, and you're going to notice that a lot of these tools are going to come with these little menus in the blue boxes with and some of them will be different, some of them will be the same. Basically, this menu tells you what mode you are in point mode. Now, if I hit the space bar, notice that we have a point. Okay. Let's undo that. Let's go back to point mode and left mouse clicking down. Now, instead of pressing the space bar, if we click the right mouse button, that also drops the tool, and we can just keep left and then click right, left, click right. If you use the space bar, it completely drops the tool and then you have to reselect it. So if you need to make a whole bunch of points, like I said, use the left mouse button to create the point and position it, and then click on the right mouse button to start to put yourself in the creation mode of creating a new one. So if you go right mouse button, it'll drop the point, and then we can go someplace else, create a new one. Right mouse button, it's sort of like the space bar, except it doesn't completely drop the tool. It's sort of just, it lets you create the sort of like execute or make. So think of it that way. If you hit the enter key, it's the exact same thing as clicking the right mouse button. Okay, now let's go back to point. But if I go, so say I position it, so you notice that it won't drop it. I'm just using the left mouse button. So if I say, nah, I want the point way over here, I just go over here. And then, like I said, I can drag it around, position it where I want. Now, if I hit the enter key, actually the enter key is more like the space bar. It actually drops the tool. So if, like I said, if you need to keep making a lot of points, use the left mouse button and then right executes it, but it doesn't drop the tool. So left, right, left, right. Okay, so let's spend enough time with that. Now, as you notice here, it says add, remove, cut. So there's a couple other things that this does. Let us just go delete, clear that out, and let us make a box. Okay, so this is currently a polygonal structure. Let's bring this down. Let's make a box, and here we go. Okay, so let's go point, and in the perspective view, I want to add a point to this edge here. Okay, perfect. Now, if I hit the space bar, let's go to wireframe. Okay, see how it's actually added a point. Now, let's undo this. Okay, let's go back to texture wire. Okay, let's click on point mode again. Let's go to add, and you'll see that it pretty much does the same thing. Okay, so that's cool. So you can add a point to your polygonal object on one of the edges. Okay, so that's that is helpful. Let's see if we go point, and if we drop, we click on the right mouse button, and then we click on the right mouse button again. So without having to drop the tool, if we go space bar, it drops the tool, like as we showed before. So I could just keep going around and then right mouse click, oh, I want to have a point here, right mouse click, I want to add an extra point here, whoops, and right mouse button to drop it, you know, and like I said, we could just keep going in and you have to be facing the actual object for it to click in. There we go. Hit the right mouse button and boom. Okay, so that is that's an add mode. Let's just drop the tool. Let's go point again, and let's go in remove mode, rem mode. Okay. Now, what REM or remove does is it removes the point. Now the problem is I'm trying to lock in on it, and it's kind of hard. So this is where our snapping grid comes into play, our snap panel. Let's snap it to point. Okay, but before we do that, the concept is that you're supposed to put the point or the blue circle over top of your vertice, and then you're supposed to hit the space bar or the right mouse button and kill it. Well, it didn't. It's still there. Okay, it didn't get rid of it. So we're going, okay, well, how do we make that happen? The snapping, if you notice, we're going to snap panel, near is selected. So with near selected, the point snaps to the edge, but it's not snapping to a point or a vertice. So let's turn point mode on. Let's drag this up. See how it pops in? Then it says PNT, which means point. So if we go click and go REM, okay, and hit the space bar, whoops, that didn't work now, did it? Let's try that again. Okay, let's go point. Okay, locks to the point, REM, right mouse button, and there's actually something not working here. Let me see here. I think I might have 2 points side by side. Okay, there's something odd. Let's delete these. Let's just try this one over here and see if it's going to work properly. Sorry, point. And there we go, and remove. Okay, I'm not really sure what was happening over there, but sometimes you get in weird situations like that. Let's try it again. Point. Point. Boom. Space bar, and it kills it. Let's see what happens if we click the right mouse button. Same concept. Go point. And once again, we've got to make sure REM is selected. Drag it up till it says point. And let's click right mouse button. Okay, and now it's gone. Okay, and same thing. Click the right mouse button, and it's gone. And we'll do the same thing to this one down here. See, you can't select it when you're behind it. You need to be sort of facing it to grab it here in the perspective mode. Whoop. Grab it. Make sure REM is selected and hit the right mouse button. And something's not working. Let's go point. off, add, remove, hit the space bar, and for some reason it's not working in this case. I'm not really sure what's going on, but worst case scenario, click delete. Let's go back to point. See what happens if we remove corner vertices. See what happens? See how it just automatically just kills that? Let's go undo. Okay. So let's turn off our point mode again. So go point. Okay, and we drag it to that point. See how it kills it? Whoop. Yeah, we need to commit. So I click the right mouse button. And see how we just go in and say, but we didn't commit to it. Kills it. Right mouse button to commit. And we grab. Sorry to deselect that, start over again. Click point. And something. We need to. Yeah. So we're literally just destroying this this box with the by deleting the vertices. Let's move into, let's deselect this. Let's move into another layer here. Let's go back to our quad view again, turn that off. So point mode also has something called cut. Okay, so the remove was just, like I said, to remove a point or delete a point. Like I said, there are other ways to do that, but this is just what this tool does. It's just showing you what is possible with this particular tool. Let's hit the space bar. Let us create a spline or a NURB style shape. So very simply, let's grab a, let's go with a rectangle. Okay, let's hit the space bar to drop the tool. Let us turn off our grid again, just so we can see what's going on here. Let's go back. So this isn't a polygon. Remember, this is more a spline or a NURB or curve. Now, if we go into polygon mode, we select it. See how we got our diamond shape, so we know it's a curve or a spline or a NURB. Now, if we select it, it's one big curve. Okay, and so if you want to, say, start splitting this up, we can use the point tool, and what we do is we just drag. Oh, so let's press cut. Select the cut mode. Make sure that's selected. Drag this over, and once it locks in, you know it's there because it says near. Okay, just make sure that in your snap panel you have near selected. Okay, now if I drop, hit the space bar, drop the tool. Now if I select it, see, look. So what I've done is it's sort of a form of spline splitting or NURB splitting. Okay, we can do the same. So now there's two of them. Now if I undo this, notice it just says one. But now, like I said, we've got, oh, whoops, if we go back in again, let's go back to cut. Boom. You look down here, it says we have two. Okay, so two splines, two NURBs. Okay, if we want to break it up more, just come in. Okay, and we can, if we have more work to do, let's click our right mouse button and click right mouse button and click right mouse button, click the right mouse button. Okay, let us go into Polygon Mode and see how we've broken it up. We've made multiple splines or multiple NURBs out of the one original NURB. Okay, so there could be all different reasons why you want to do this. You may want to break this up to make some new shapes. Who knows? you know, quite possibly, well, there could be many reasons why you want to do this. So, for instance, on T for move, you know, there's all different reasons why you could do this, but anyways, that's how you use the point mode to break up a spline or a NURB. Okay, so I think we're pretty much done for that. Now another thing is, click on point, and so we have this menu here, this interactive menu that just shows up, which makes life easy a lot of times. But you can also press N for numeric, and you'll notice that the same menu will actually show up. Okay, so you got off, add, remove, and cut. Okay, we also have positioning as well, X, Y, Z. Okay, so with that being said, let's stop here, and we are going to move on to the next tool.